YouTube's man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, the bodybuilding season's starting to wind down a little bit. There's a few more shows left, but truthfully, there's only a couple of shows left for women's bodybuilding. And most of my content, I focus a lot on female bodybuilding because they need the attention and need support of us fans. But anyway, this show's coming up. It's going to be tomorrow, and it is the Legion Sports Fest. Now, it's a show that's been around for quite some time, and in the place of female bodybuilding for that show is women's physique. And as you know, I don't do a lot of content on women's physique because many competitors I don't know, I don't recognize, I don't follow. But some ladies in this show I do follow on social media, and I have been in contact with a few times. And this show is an Olympia qualifier for next year's Olympia in 2022. And this is the list for the women's physique division. Now, there's a lot of ladies here, a large lineup here. But I'm going to focus on the ladies that I do know and I follow on social media. And I want to recognize their commitment and their passion for this sport. So I'm going to start here. The first lady here is Olivia Obey. And you might know Olivia Obey. She's been competing for quite some time. She's from China. And she comes here every year and get ready and compete for some shows. Now, last year, she competed at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic, where she got disqualified. Now, it happened because of the time of what was going on, and because, I don't know what reason why they disqualified, because the fact was, from the information, I did a video about this, from the information I gathered, she was already here before, everything went to hell. And, there was no reason. It was just some, I don't know, politics. It's just, politics is bad in the sport of bodybuilding, just like any other sport. But like I said, she was able to make a qualification at last year's Olympia by winning Chicago Pro. So this show is an opportunity for her to get back to the Olympia again for 2022. Here is Natalie Abraham, which I'm not going to say her last name because I hate saying somebody's last name and not saying it correctly. And I follow Natalie on social media. She's been competing for quite some time. She's a two-time Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic winner. I think 2 or 4. I think she has won quite a few Arnold Schwarzenegger Classics. And she took second place at this year's Olympia. But the thing is, why she's competing? She already got a qualification for the Olympia. I mean, this is the thing is, I understand some people want to stay active and also opportunity to make a little money for themselves, but you're taking away a qualification for somebody who might want an opportunity to compete in the Olympia. You already have your spot. So why not just wait till next year and focus on making improvements? As you know, she took second at the Olympia, and people are debating that, she was robbed. But, Sarah Vegas is just a good competitor. She's just one of the best, and she's a gold standard for the women's physique division. And here we have one lady I follow on social media. Also is Lynn Elm. Now, Lynn's from my next door neighbor, South Carolina. And Lynn has been competing for quite some time. Lynn last competed at the Arizona Pro. So this is a show that maybe if she can crack the top 3, she might do pretty good. And maybe, I don't know, if she comes in great condition and great shape, she might even win. It's all depending. You know how it is with these shows. It's like I said, there's a lot of politics. And there's another lady who I follow on social media I've been in contact with, one Miss Monica Perez. And Miss Perez is from Arizona. And she got her pro card about almost a couple years ago. And this is going to be her second pro show. And, she competed at the Arizona Pro a few months back. She didn't do too well at that show, but I follow Monica, and where I've seen some of the pictures, she looks pretty impressive. It's all how the judges want and going to see. If she comes in great shape, she might top 3 or top 5. It's all dependent, especially with all these other competitors, how she looks and how compared to them. Now, here's one lady who I follow on social media and who I'm a fan of is Ivy Rain. And I did a video, my live stream on Monday about Ivy where she should maybe go up to female bodybuilding. But I think physique is probably her better division. Ivy didn't do too good at this year's Olympia. As you know, last year she placed 5th. But this year she took 7th. So this is an opportunity to maybe get her qualification for next year's Olympia. So I'm going to wish the best of luck to Ivy. And one lady here who competed at the Olympia is one Miss Emily Renee Sherbert. And Emily didn't do too well at the Olympia. I think she got to next to the bottom. As you know, with so many competitors that show, 16th is the last number. You're just going to tie for 16th. So she ties 16th with so many other competitors. So maybe this is an opportunity for her to bounce back, maybe top 5, or even win. it's going to be hard for her, especially if you have someone like Natalie Abraham, competing that show, taking away an opportunity for somebody who might want to get a qualification. Now, one lady who I follow, I'm a big fan of. She, is one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and that is one Miss Heidi Osborne Worrell. And Miss Mighty Heidi, I like to call her. She is a great lady. I follow her. We talked a few times on social media. I think she has a great physique. The classic looks that kind of like a throwback to, I would say, mid to early '80s, like Angela Langer or Juliet Bergman. But I hope she does well this show and be able to even crack the top 5, top 10, top 3. It's going to be a tough show with a lot of competitors who are trying to get an opportunity to compete and get a qualification for next year's Olympia. Now, as I said, Monica is competing in the show, but also Monica is going to do some triple dipping. She's also going to compete in the Masters division, both in women's 35 plus and 40 plus. So I wish the best of luck. And the thing is about the Masters, it's not an Olympia qualification. So I'm like this. I think Masters should have a spot at the Olympia, just like any other division or class. It serves a spot. A lot of competitors who want the opportunity to compete in the Olympia, they'll get it. And especially it's going to be hard for them to compete standing against some women who've been, competing quite much longer than them. And even if they're in the best condition in their lives, it's going to be hard to compete with some women much younger than them. It's just, like I said, I wish her best of luck. And I hope she does win this. But, I wish they make Masters a qualification for some people. For a lot of people who want to, get a spot at the Olympia. Now, one lady who I follow on social media, and I, make contact with her, is one Miss Jessica Reyes Padilla. And Miss Padilla, as you know, she competed at the Olympia. She won her qualification this year by winning the Puerto Rico Pro. And this show is an opportunity for her to, I don't know, she already has a qualification. So she must be just competing, but she's competing in the Masters. They don't have women's figure overall or open at this show. So she's doing women's 35 plus and 40 plus. And I wish her best of luck, That's why I keep saying Masters should have a spot in the Olympia, because there are a lot of competitors who would love to go to the Olympia, especially it's the biggest show of the year. Now, like I said, the show is going to be starting tomorrow. It's in Reno, Nevada. And I'm going to put the website in the link. You can check it out. They're also going to do a streaming. So the show's going to be from the 22nd to the 24th. So if you're a fan and you want to support these ladies or just support the men and women in sport of bodybuilding, check it out. See how they do. You get your favorite competitor, root for them, show the support. Just be that type of person where, instead again, bodybuilding is a fringe sport. You don't get a lot of support in the mainstream, and that's why we need to push it to be recognized more by the mainstream. I know there's a lot of people with the idea of bodybuilding because of steroids and all that stuff like that, but the fact is, it's like no other. It's like just like any other sport. You're gonna have the good and bad to it, and I think bodybuilding should have its spot as any other thing, especially more sportscasters and major networks should talk about. Remember back in the day, they used to show bodybuilding on channels like ESPN and Fox Sports, but because of what's going on and all the other stuff, they haven't. They stopped a long time ago. But like I said, the Legion Sports Fest is going to start tomorrow, and it's going to be for the next from Friday to that Sunday. So like I said, support your fans, support your favorite competitor, and be a fan. Use me all the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't subscribe. I'm out.